Hey everyone, this is a game that I just played and I noticed the picture of the blue player and it reminded me of a game I played a while back that he was working with a team. I think before this video I started recording this, I looked at his profile and of course all the comments said, yeah, the team's up in 4-player. So I sent a little message just to the guy on Steven, who's ranked 11, 12, to just watch out because they're known teamers and to check their profiles on the comments because their comments really say it all. But anyhow, luckily the opening I use doesn't open up anything too much, and it's a very conservative opening. I wish I would have recorded from the start so you would have seen it, but if you look at my other videos it's very similar. So when you come across a group of team players, basically you what you'll notice is they will usually start attacking the weakest player, and also they hardly ever attack each other. So I'm just trying to play it really conservative. I moved my knight there so that his queen would not take his queen. When it comes around. I'm being very cautious of the blue. I think I will leave my knight in this position just to give my bishop more flexibility, and also on top of that, now I'm doing a double fortify my diagonal against the bishop coming down. And I was very surprised by Stephen Garepi or whatever, because he was actually able to he actually played very well. He was aggressive. He did do the mate on yellow. But sometimes we get in these games for, and team playing's great, but just when you play a team player, play under teams. When you play under FFA, it's just, yeah, I don't know why, I guess, I don't know why people do that. But anyhow, you do it because they're jerks. They're like the lowest part of the food chain of chess players. I'm gonna trade queens with this guy. Just blue is my major threat. If I don't, he will. Then I have an extra move of doing my rook. Also, this is kind of brilliant. No, it's not. It's what green does. Green, her bishops are facing each other, and now blue moves up his pawn. I'm happy because I can fortify my structure and not have to worry about it, giving my rook some freedom, the rook that was protecting that freedom to move. I'm not initiating any attacks. Now green just got its queen, and you can see from these comments there are a lot of cheaters here led by King Killer. Okay, and I missed what he did. I'm gonna move my king there. His bishop and my bishop are there. I don't like that because I don't know what Steven's thinking. The guy on my right. If he takes, that takes another. My pawn's gonna double up, and also on top of that, it is one less protector against against my h3 pawn. I did take his bishop here, and luckily I did this because I saw that he has a nice little mate going on. Green is, if he does the pattern correctly. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna show him. We're just gonna take advantage of that, and so he says, "Hey," he says, "I'm just gonna resign because I don't want to give any more points to." He resigned because he didn't want to lose his ranking that much. Now blue will also, this is one team member is taken care of. Now I'm just going to do a slow progression of the pawns, being very careful of blue, thinking that because Steven is such a low ranked player that he is going to you know, that I'm going to be the one that does the work. I am on his, I'm easier to attack being side to side than he is, and so I move my knight back now just in case he's coming after me and he doubles up his queens and he wants to go down and he, you know, and come down at me. I think in my mind right now I am thinking about getting my king back. Out of the last file, just push it over one. Now, green has a tremendous advantage. Blue has a lot of points because oh, I was so wrong. No. Before when I said yellow resigned, he did not resign because of that. Blue checkmated and cashed in the 29 points. So, okay, I love this. Because now he's checking, and there's nothing I can do to capitalize on this. I could push my pawn up, but that would just... So I'm going to double up my rooks. Can't go bad with double rooks. And hopefully blue has that pawn at the top that can go forward to a queen. Shameful teamer on 4-player. Okay. I do that throughout the game. I look at people's profiles and see their abilities and... Okay, now if he takes, he has to move his king. There's really nothing I can do to capitalize on that. So I'm gonna queen. and I'm going to focus on blue because blue's a lot of his pieces are unguarded. I'm also being very careful that green, I don't get in green's line when I take a piece so that I do not lose my queen. He might get my pawn there, but I'm still going to take the knight. Hopefully we're on the same page. Now, I'm wondering, is Steven part of this teaming up clan? So I look, he's a lousy blitz player. Okay, so he checkmates him, and now he could just, a lot of times they'll just resign here, except the problem is, if he was part of the team effort, then I would still not make second place. So, if that makes sense. Like, if he resigns, I get 20 points, but if my 20 plus 20 is 40 and everyone else has more than 40, I'm going to lose points on my rating. And a lot of times, this should be a good payout of rating points because we had 2 players that were in the 1500s. So, I'm going to keep him in check, but basically I progress and I go ahead and checkmate him. But the big thing is it'll happen. You'll see it every once in a while that people start the game with the intention of teaming up just to get a quick easy win on FFA, and I don't know what their motives are. It doesn't seem like it'd be a lot of fun. Unless when they were young they kicked dogs and stuff like that. So, but regardless, here's the mate, and this I felt like was a pretty decent game, and we got some substantial points on the rating. Please like and subscribe and watch me as I become a better player, and let's all learn from each other. Have a great day.